Hello, everyone. My name is Derek Garber, and a little bit about myself. I am currently a self-contained special education teacher at Akron Springfield High School, located a little bit south of Akron. And this is currently my fourth year teaching. I received my undergraduate degree from Bowling Green State University, and I also have a master's in autism spectrum disorder from Grand Canyon University, and I am currently working on a master's in curriculum and instruction from Grand Canyon University. Sorry about that. And besides teaching, I also coach football and basketball, so that takes up most of my time after school. When I'm not teaching or coaching, some things I enjoy doing is golfing, spending time with family and friends, and I love to play cards. So today I'm going to talk about the importance of selecting a good curriculum. Selecting a good curriculum is very vital to make sure that students are reaching their maximum academic potential. The curriculum I am going to be focused on today is iReady Math. So iReady Math is a great curriculum. I've actually used it in a previous district I worked at, as well as the district I'm at now. So I'll explain to you guys a little bit about how iReady works. So students first are given a baseline assessment to determine where they're at. So the assessment, it is an online assessment. So it asks the students questions, and when they get so many questions right, it starts giving them harder and harder topics. To then, if they get questions wrong, it scales it down. So then after the baseline is completed, the students will be able to tell what level they are at. And there is also online as well as paper pencil resources that go with each topic. So iReady, it's great. It goes from K all the way to 8th grade, and it isn't locked to, say you have a underperforming student, he may be in the 6th grade, but he scores at, let's say, a 2nd grade level. They have already built in stuff to try and get him back up to grade level so he can start where he's at and work his way up. Another great thing that I like about iReady is the built-in online formula. After so many lessons that the students complete, they earn points that they can then spend to play games. So I know, and these games are also educational as well as math-based, and I know oftentimes if students are just completing lesson after lesson, they may become bored or may start opening up other tabs. I really found that those games engage the students, and as well as they're also learning while doing those games. So some learning strategies that are contained in the iReady curriculum. The first one is blended learning. So students can come in the classroom. They can have a paper pencil worksheet. They can work on a certain skill, and then they can be also assigned online topics in blended learning about the same skill they did, reviewing, or even maybe if you want them to review for the upcoming lesson, they can get a head start on that. So this is great, especially with today's technological world. Students are able to work from home. If they are absent, they are able to access their curriculum. So this is a great resource. Also, another learning strategy is scaffolding. So iReady, it scaffolds the learned topics so they build upon one another. So it starts very simple with the earlier grades, or if a student is struggling, and then they start building and building. So it might be addition, then we're double digit, regrouping. So the skills just keep building upon one another. So then students have a solid base whenever they venture into more complex subjects. And also the final learning strategy is the zone of proximal development. iReady is tailor-made for students to make sure that it is in their zone of proximal development, that it is targeting skills that are developmentally appropriate for the age that they're at. Some instructional strategies that would work great for iReady instruction. The first one is the I do, we do, you do. So this is I do, so the teacher would show an example. We do, they would do it together, and then you do, the students would do independent practice. And this allows students to have independent practice. They can do this paper pencil as well as on their Chromebooks as well, kind of that blending learning style, allowing learners to get that independent practice as well as working together as a group. Another instructional strategy is hands-on manipulative. So iReady curriculum also includes math manipulatives, which is great. So many learners, especially with math, might have difficulty thinking of more complex subjects such as imaginary numbers maybe, but with hands-on manipulatives, it allows students to visualize math concepts and makes it much more easier for them to learn. And then some skills that will translate to other subjects is collaboration skills as well as vocabulary development. So iReady, there's many different independent practice activities as well as collaboration worksheets that students will have to work together. And this will translate specifically to reading and ELA with their vocabulary development, but also communication skills and collaboration skills will translate to any subject that they do, and also life after high school. Any job or career that the students plan on pursuing, they definitely will have to collaborate with coworkers, whether that be on a virtual setting or face-to-face communication. So this is great, allowing students to work on those collaboration skills. iReady does a great job seamlessly integrating technology into the curriculum. One thing I really love about iReady is it has its own online platform that has online lessons that allow the students to review what we previously talked about in class, as well as uh, look at new information. And it is all up to teachers assigned, so you can assign the students certain lessons, which is great, so you don't have students working on stuff that you don't want them to yet. Also, it allows the students to play educational games. So it isn't just the students can hop on and play as many games as they want. They have to do so many lessons and they earn tokens that way, and they can spend their tokens to play games. So this is a great built-in reward system for the students. It works, it gives them a little break. Sometimes these lessons can be tedious if we're doing them time after time. The students might need a little break. This is great where those games are built in. Gives the students kind of a brain break while they're also learning different concepts that we apply in the lesson in a more fun and interactive way. In a great way that could be a work from home and a kind of with the online component is there are worksheets that are tailor made for additional practice when doing the online lessons. So the students can have an additional worksheet that they do. So you can, for homework per se, assign an online lesson as well as give the students an additional worksheet with the online components. This allows the students to work on any additional practice that they may have with the skills. So this is just a little bit about iReady math curriculum. Like I said, I've used it in two districts that I've worked in, and I have nothing but good things to say about it. I think it is a great tool for students, and I think if your district goes with this curriculum, you'll see your math scores go through the roof. Thank you.